What is going on, everyone? Oh, wow, that was too big. Get your tickets for the show. What is happening, everyone? Da, 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 da. Let's go to this. Do a couple things here, real quick. Settings. Ba, 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 ba. All right. How is everyone? I hope you're doing good. This down here. Just farted and your back cracked? That's a solid one. I'm sorry I interrupted your reading, Timothy. Robert, how are you? What are your stats? Oh, my wife got me this shirt, because I always talk to her about my stats, what's going on with the channel, so she got me this as a joke, and I don't know why I didn't change my shirt before the live stream started. What's up? Happy New Year. Greg, how are you, buddy? Boom, 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 boom. Hello, New Jersey. Thanks, Mario. Hey, Denzel, how you doing, man? Briggs, I fixed my PS2 today. Nice. I like the PS2. That is a good trip, Sal. I love the Amtrak. I was actually looking at trips I wanna take on it. I got some cruises coming up and stuff, and later on in the year, I have some, trips I'm gonna take on Amtrak, and I'll film those and put them on the other channel. Stuff here, I don't look like I'm that lit up. I look a little orange tonight, don't I? I think that's close enough. Alright. Thank you, V. Gale. Hey, Darla. I always wanna hear a good, funny story, Jonathan Stewart Gaming. Florida. Hey, Briggs, okay, got that one. Da, 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 da. Get into here real quick. I'm gonna do some little housekeeping things here, guys. I'll be right back. I think that's right. Okay. Okay, that looks good. It was telling me that my stream was not doing good. And that doesn't seem right to me. Sorry about that. Give me 1 second here. Ooh, I have excellent internet. I should never have a problem. Those are the rules. All right, now we're in business. All right, sorry about that, guys. Get back to business here. Okay. Hey, Wade, thank you very much. Thinking of going to the US for a couple weeks in May, thinking of Charleston and Savannah. Not a bad place to start off. Is it worth you know, Myrtle Beach is kind of a dump. The beach is nice. It's a tourist trap. I think you should just stay in Charleston, maybe go down to Bluffton, which is kind of on the way to Savannah, and stay in Savannah. Myrtle Beach isn't worth it. That's my opinion. But thank you for supporting the channel. It was really weird. It was saying I had they call it an unhealthy stream. So, I thought that only happens when you get over 65. But, yeah, it was kind of yeah, that Timothy's got it right. Savannah's a beautiful place. Charleston, I love. Myrtle Beach isn't worth it. Myrtle Beach is great if you're a, college kid and you wanna get drunk over spring break. Absolutely, by all means. But if you actually wanna visit and see something good, there's better places, way better places. Chance Ryan, how are you? Palm Springs, California. You know, Demand Dread 1957, I hope I got that right. Demand anyway, so I was just thinking that exact same thing. I don't talk about Missouri enough on here. So we started researching a video about good things to do on or good things about Missouri, and I swear to God, we got to 7, no 6, we were struggling to find 4 more things. Palm Springs, Ryan, what's the temperature there right now? Mike H, thank you for supporting the channel. My favorite football team is the Cleveland Browns. Browns helmet back there. Thank you for supporting the channel, I appreciate it. We got in the chat tonight, 161 so far. Boom. I'm gonna buy a vehicle soon. Denzel's buying a vehicle. Oh, hey, you know what? I forgot. We got a little option here to do this. Boom. I'm gonna buy a vehicle soon, and I'm already planning my first trip to Honesdale, Pennsylvania in this summer. Yep. Good luck. Good place to visit. Boom. Here we go. Forgot to pop those up there when they came through. Hello from Palm Springs. I love Palm Springs. That's where growing up on the West Coast back in the '80s and stuff, that's where we went during Palm Springs or during spring break was to Palm Springs. And then there was some riots and they kinda put a kibosh on it. Longboat in Key Florida. What do you think about Longboat? Is that a place or are you talking about the long boats? You got longboating, which the reason my head goes right there. I've been watching a lot of these videos about, taking a longboat and going around England. It's amazing. They got this whole canal system that's just insane. Been there since the 1800s, maybe 1700s in places. Alright, I'm getting behind here, guys. Sorry if I missed anything. Glad you made it? Yep, I'm glad you made it too, William. TJ, what's going on? The Briggs? Oh, it's one of the Florida Keys. Yeah, that's, I'm not aware of that one. I know that's one thing I haven't visited the Keys in a long, long time. That's someplace I gotta go back down and check out. Hannibal, Missouri, that's a good thing. One of my favorite well, probably my favorite president of all time, Harry Truman, is from Missouri. You think I'd know a little bit or talk a little bit more about Missouri, but I just don't. I don't know why. Speaking of talk a little bit about things, I said if you ask me questions in the community tab, I would answer them. So let's get to one of those real quick, okay? Woo. First one we're doing is from my buddy Will. Will is Herman's Outdoors. Her he's Herman's Outdoors, he does fishing videos, things like that. We've known each other back before he actually started a YouTube channel. The 10 biggest changes between 2010 and 2020 census. How in how it impacts certain states, and why you should or shouldn't move to states based on census changes. So, good question. So, if you're leaving comments, I'm sorry, nobody donate right now because I'm gonna miss it. I'm gonna answer this question. It's gonna take me about 5 minutes. So, some of the biggest changes that happened from the census, I would say, are in the western states. California finally got neutral on growth. It had been growing since the mid 1800s. I mean, consistently every single year. And they finally had a year where they lost a couple not percentage by 0.01%, which that doesn't sound like a big number, but when you've been gaining by like 10 and 5% every single year for over 100 years, yeah, that's a big deal. So, California will probably continue that trend that happened in the 2010 to 2020 census. So, that'll probably go until 2030, and that'll change a lot of different things for California. They won't have as many electoral votes, they might lose some, representation in the House, um, things like that. So, there might be some changes California coming that way. Meanwhile, Arizona's grown, all these other states have grown, and that's the biggest change in the next 10 years, judging what we saw the previous 10 years, you're gonna see some changes, and a lot of the impact's gonna come from where these states stand politically, how much power they have. Right now, California is the king of the hill when it comes to electoral votes because it has so many freaking people. Well, they got a long way to go before they could actually lose any electoral votes. They're heading that direction. Alright, that's Will's question. Let's see what everyone's saying right now. Oh. What do I think about retiring? David wants to know, what do I think about retiring in Arizona? If you could stand the heat, it's probably one of the better places to retire. Just like every place on the planet, they got some crime and they got some other things. They're not as expensive as some of the other nicer states, but they're getting there. It's still a good place to retire, especially if you're looking for warm weather. They don't have hurricanes, they have heat waves, so that's nice. They do have a hubbubaloo, or hubbaloo, whatever they call it. That's like a giant dust storm. It's one of those things I was just talking about this, you're from Southern California, you grew up there, you've been through some earthquakes, so when one happens, you just kinda stand there. Been with friends during earthquakes that are from, like, back east or whatever, and the sheer terror on their face because they've never experienced I was in Arizona, and I saw one of those hubbaloo things or hubbubaloo, and it freaked me out, and the people that I was with from Arizona going, "It's not a big deal, dude. It'll be gone in 20 minutes." Thanks for the van life video. I've been thinking about that too. I don't think my wife would do it, so I'd end up being able to do it maybe a couple, you know, maybe a week or 2 at a time, then I don't know. It's something I'd thought about doing. She ain't going for it though. Alright, I know I'm missing a lot. Guys, I always say this, so if you've heard it before, I'm sorry. I do this alone, I don't have anyone going through all the comments, so I'm gonna miss a lot, and if I miss your message, I do apologize. I try and get to them. Sometimes I do go over your comments after I uploaded the video, and I'll answer them in the chat later on. What is your advice on a recent college grad who just became a real estate agent on full commission? Ooh, full commission, huh? Um, you know, this is what I would do if I was in that situation. It's something I looked into years ago. I'd try and work in a market that's just gonna get you some money in the beginning and work your way up to trying to sell big properties. Now, that's my opinion. Um, Once you've sold enough things, you just gotta keep working your way up. I know about 5 different people that got into real estate in Los Angeles, and all they wanted to do was sell $1,000,000 homes, $1,000,000 homes, $1,000,000 homes, and the only time they ever sold anything, because they weren't focusing on the small homes, they were focusing on the $1,000,000 homes, and they ended up getting out of the business because the only business they were getting was from family members. Hey, Henderson, Nevada. Flyers, thank you. Favorite New England state. What is my favorite New England state? I'd probably say Vermont. Woodburn, Oregon, right down the road, huh? I know where that is. That's where the Nike, my wife, we go down there every once in a while to the outlet stores. Retire in Knoxville, Chattanooga, or North Georgia area. Need to get out of California. Can't stand it anymore. So, if I had those 3 to choose from, I would go in this order: Knoxville, North Georgia, and then Chattanooga. There's a lot of nice places in North Georgia you can find. Chattanooga's not bad. It's got some crime issues, but of the 3, um, I would choose Knoxville. New messages? Sorry. Mentioned Baltimore. Expensive despite terrible and okay, so Wrestler X, haven't seen you in a while. Um, yeah, so Baltimore is a city that's changing. They've still got a lot of crime and they got a lot of work to do on it, but they have jobs. Um, they have a lot of high-tech jobs, which like San Francisco, even though San Francisco has some really rundown areas and they got bad homeless situation, they have a lot of very good paying jobs in that city. So that's driving up the prices throughout the city. Now, they just need to work on the crime a little bit. The downside of that, if they work on the crime, which is good and everyone should be working towards crime, you're gonna see even more of a rise in prices. This is gonna take 5 to 7 to 10 years, something like that. But, yeah, Baltimore's in a weird situation, kinda like San Francisco is. Um, they got a lot of high paying jobs and crime. San Francisco has a lot of high paying jobs and homeless. Yeah, no state income tax in Tennessee, correct. Patrick, how are you in Ireland? Illinois, how are you? Mike H. What do we got here? Super chat. Thank you for supporting the channel. Lake Tahoe, Park City, Breckenridge, or Aspen? Uh, well, Breckenridge, Park City. Okay, so I like Aspen. Been there many times. Love Aspen. I've always wanted to move to Aspen. Never did. Uh-oh. My camera went dead. One sec, guys. Here we go. Come on back. Come on back. What are we doing? Hold on, camera's down. Can you guys hear me still? Okay, give me a second here. I don't know what happened with my camera just now. I don't know what just happened. I got the camera here. I don't wanna work. There we go. Oh, I see what I did. Okay. Should be coming back on in a second here. All right, the camera should be coming on in a second. I think it's got to reset itself. Here, while I talk, I'll play something for you. Okay, one sec, guys. Camera's on. The it says it's connected again. Where is it? Yeah, so I have no idea what just happened, guys, and I have no idea why the camera's not coming back on. Should be on. I don't get it. I don't get it at all. Um, yeah. So let me continue with what I was saying, then I might knock this tech. Yeah, my t my tech skills are kinda low. Um, I guess they're okay, but sometimes when crap happens, I don't know what to do. Let's try this one more time. You know what, I think I'm just gonna give up on going with a quality, oh, I see what's going on. Remember earlier I was saying that my internet, it said my stream wasn't good? Um, it's showing that we're we're connected. What's going Something's up with my internet in the house, and I hear people moving around, so I think something's going on with my internet. I think that's Give me a second, guys, I'm gonna find out what's happening. Put on mute. Okay, so I'm not sure what's going on. I think my internet is going down or there's something wrong with it. I'm gonna find out why everyone else is moving around at the house. I think I just said that, but in case you didn't hear it, said it again. Okay, everyone, talk amongst yourself for a minute.